All right, guys, we're calling this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop Operation Prove Kevin Wrong. You know why, right? We're going to get that six-cylinder run. So if you guys have been following along, which obviously I hope you have, we've been working on this 64 Bel Air. And she's been a bit of a struggle. I should have known, because, we found it. We just stumbled upon it. We were looking for parts for the 65 Chevy back there. Came across this car for a deal. I just had to get it, right? Because, come on, she's beautiful, right? And then it was local. It was only like an hour away. We got it back to the shop. Tried to start it like a dream. Fired right up. Like, wow, look at this. Then we changed the oil, and everything fell off the rails. All right? We have not been able to get it to run again since. I don't know why. She's got spark. She's got fuel. She's a little light in some compression from what we found out when Kevin stopped by last episode. And we're going to end up going through all of that. Because, I like a straight 6. Yes, eventually I would like to put a V8 in this. But for now, I like a straight 6. And it's there. It's easy. We can get it running, driving, so I can move it in and out of the shop easy. That kind of stuff, because you guys know we got some other projects. I'm trying to kind of focus on 3 different things right now. So she's a little tough. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to take an actual really solid look at this motor and decide, is it worth it? Or do we scrap it and go to something else? So my plan was to do compression test, right? Check all the cylinders. We only checked the one. And maybe see if we can get a little more compression. Okay, a little spray down the cylinder, whatever. And that was my plan. That was how I was going to start everything. And then you guys remember this guy here, little remote that I had, that quit working. So it's a part because I was trying to figure out why it didn't work. And apparently this switch is a problem. And I was hoping it was just a wire in there. I don't have another switch. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for tomorrow. Because, quite honestly, it's getting pretty cold down here. And, of course, I'm getting hungry and all that kind of stuff, right? The normal, this is what happens. So that's what we're going to do. I'll scoop one of them up tomorrow, wait home from work or whatever, and we'll do a compression test tomorrow and see what we're working with. I don't think it's as bad as Kevin thinks. I think we can bring it back around, See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. So, been a couple days, but back down the shop briefly. All right. So, just going to your local store and buying a better switch than the one I had that lasted 30 seconds. Not really possible. Everybody's got the same crappy one in stock. They can all order one that's supposed to be better, but we decided to just get some parts together that we know are better and make our own. You guys will see that on an upcoming tech tip. But back over to the Bel Air. As much as I do enjoy proving Kevin wrong, mainly because he's usually so confident, right? And yes, that has to do with the fact that there's a decent percentage of times that he's right. I feel we're about to prove him wrong on whether this motor is trash or not. Now, that being said, whether he's wrong or right, what I'm about to show you does not help me out at all. I'll show you why. All right, guys, so the kid was doing a little research, trying to help out his old man. And he noticed something. He noticed that things looked like they might have moved. And I know we talked about it, but I didn't see nothing, right? Apparently he's got a better eye than I do. And, I went to go adjust on some things. And this is what I've come to find out after very slight adjustment. What do you think? Yep. 100% my fault there. Well, it's the next day, and we're back down the shop. Like I said before, that was just brief. I was actually on my way out, and I just had to see if the kid was right. And he was. Totally, he hooked it up. I guess he was doing some editing or looking at some of his editing footage when he saw I was down here getting my ass whipped. And I was actually at work on, I think it was Friday, and he sends me a video and says, hey, look at this. And I'm sure he'll put a clip in here for a second, but when I was getting after the oil filter that just wouldn't quit, right? Apparently I was turning the distributor the entire time. Now, I looked under there a million times, and I kept saying, like, hey, I wonder if I hit something. I was looking for a wire. I might have ripped out a ground, something like that. Couldn't find nothing. Well, that's because I didn't do any of that. But I did turn the distributor, I don't know, what is that, like 50 degrees? So, yeah, that could kind of mess the timing up, right? So, but yeah, that's what happened. And I came down here, and I grabbed on it, and I was like, oh my God, it does move pretty easy. And then I did what I do, and I forced it a little bit and loosened up the bolt on the little clamp there. So we got to set the timing again is what we got to do. But, yeah. So, bittersweet, right? Because I'm really happy that it's not a huge deal and it's like the motor's not trash. A little embarrassing that something so simple, and I'm that guy too, guys, right? So, I watch all the car shows, right? Like way back, even like overhauling and all that kind of stuff. And everyone with the drama thing in it, they build the car, and they're like the last minute they're trying to fire it up and it won't go. And I'm yelling at television, it's the timing. Check the timing. What are you guys doing, right? And then here I am, jackass, doing the exact same thing. So I guess all those times I yelled at the TV, sorry guys, I get it now. I was wrapped up thinking I didn't touch it. It's got to be the same as it was when I did touch it. I'm going to blame, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to blame it on that little concussion thing, because when I took the hood to the head, things were forgotten. So we're going to time this thing, get it running right, and yeah, why not? Yo, you know what I just realized is here I'm handing out accolades and stuff, talking about the kid figured it out. I still don't know if it runs. So let me shoot a little breath of life here. And see if it's time to pat him on the back yet or not. I mean, the odds are in his favor. I'll give him that, but let's see. That's a good starter, guys. Yep, guess he figured it out. Well, there you go. Good job, buddy. Well, we got her idling again. And she died. Operation Prove Kevin Wrong. Guys, since we tuned it up too with the new plug, listen to that idle. Smooth. All right, she's a little smoky, a little hazy in here, but guys, come on. I told you she'd be all right. That's just like a sewing machine, forget about it. So, not sure if you guys can see all the haziness. Got a little smoky in here, which is fine. We knew that the exhaust ends like right at the manifold, right? And actually let me show you. This pipe right there. Yeah, she ain't even like, that's it. You see it, that's all. And that's not even bolted on. There's no donut in there, nothing, so whatever. You can see it steaming a little bit. Yeah, you can see it on camera, I think. So Operation Prove Kevin Wrong has hit a bit of a speed bump. Yeah, it depends on how you look at it, because she's a runner. She got a little hot, and she kind of yacked up a little bit of stuff. You know, kind of all over. Down there, you know. And then, of course, I'm tracking it around, but yeah. Not a huge deal. I don't know if it's all the wrong fittings that are on over here, the obvious leak going on, the plastic radiator, a combination of all of it. Who knows? You know what? I don't care. It's running. So clearly, we need to do a little more work before we can call Operation Prove Kevin Wrong like a complete success, but we're on the right track, all right? So, yeah, she's running, guys. That's better than it's been doing the last how many videos. Simplest thing, so clearly, yeah, that's 100% my fault. But you know what? I'm not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the fact that she's running. I'm also not going to focus on the fact that there's coolant all over the floor. We're gonna just forget about that. And Megan's making some pasta. You know that means I gotta go. And you can probably tell, like from my breath, like you can see, it's getting cold down here. And yeah, I don't like doing that. One of these days I'm gonna move the heater in here. But until then, I'm gonna go up to the house and warm up. But I will be back down here tomorrow, clean this mess up, and maybe figure out where everything's coming from. See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, so been a couple days, right? Remember, I told you, every relationship is built on trust, so I got to be honest with you. This is what I'm going to do. So we're back down here, and check it out. You're gonna love it, dude. I come back down, and she's not overheating anymore, so we're going to call that good. Something else I want to do, I want to make sure that the trans worked, right? Goes forward and backward. That's all we're concerned with. It's a power glide, so shouldn't be a problem. And the fluid's like super red, so definitely shouldn't be a problem, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna have a problem. So we're gonna fire it up, see if it moves, and we're hoping for nothing but win for this whole video. And here we go. All right, guys, I didn't want to go too far with this thing, like more than a couple feet. It has 0 brakes, e-brake don't work. And if you remember, got a little problem with the cooling system, which I figured out, and it's probably an easy fix. So, this little guy right here, yeah, see that? Little cap's not so good there. Yeah, so, but she works. All right, guys, so that's just about going to do it for Operation Prove Kevin Wrong. We got the 6-cylinder running. We got to drive it on its own power. And yes, we went a couple of feet. But I'm calling it a win because I fired this thing up. The timing's clearly not, I timed it based on a picture. So think about that for a second. And I haven't started in a week. It's probably, it's 45 degrees in the shop. Fired up like that and actually ran. So, yeah, trying to keep it running. It's going to be a little fun with the foot there. But calling it a win. Like I said, 0 brakes. It's an automatic, so can't even like downshift or whatever, play with the clutch, whatever. But you know what, guys? We don't need excuses because it worked, right? So, yes, it was 100% my fault that it quit working, but let's just forget about that because we took a car that has not been on the road since 1975 and for, basically no money. Got it running and it'll drive. It won't stop or anything else, but we'll worry about that on another episode, all right? So, till then, guys, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend, and as always, thanks for watching.